Hey, Goal Digger, Kimberly Olson here. Let's talk about 5 steps to close sales quickly. And this is just really simple. This is something you can start implementing immediately. And before we dive in, I have a couple of resources for you. First off, the daily lead flow formula, there is a replay that you can watch on that class I just taught. So look below this episode. That's really going to help you with what we're going to talk about will happen after you get the lead. Okay. So you need to get leads first. So go and watch that masterclass. And then I have a gift for you. I'm so excited. We have the Ultimate Brand Mastery Toolkit for you. It's free. Let me just tell you what's in it because you're going to want it. So first off, you're going to get 50 hooks that will get you more clicks. These are our highest converting hooks. You can use them for reels, email subject lines, whatever you want to do. The Ultimate Content Bank Planner. I personally built this on Google Sheets. So it's free. You don't have to pay for any apps. And it's a way for you to plan out your content, repurpose it. It's pretty awesome. You're going to get the Branding Breakthrough Playbook. So if you're visual and you need to read and see screenshots of what your bio looks like for Instagram, just all the things, we have a full playbook for you. You're going to get 100 faceless Insta stories. And this was our most popular free resource last year, hands down. We had thousands and thousands of people download it. And then you're going to get 80 brand boards. So the brand boards are in Canva, and this is where you can have your colors, your fonts, your look, kind of the aesthetics of your brand, the visual. We have 80 different brands for you to choose from. So you can pick your brand board and start being able to continue to build that out. So I had to mention that just because it was so valuable. Okay. That's below the episode. All right. So let's talk about the 5 steps. So first off, I know the title, 5 steps to closing the sale fast. Before we get into it, this process absolutely works. And it also is a process. So if somebody responds to this flow I'm going to walk you through and they do convert, just know that there was work before that happened that you didn't realize. So they've been digesting your content. Maybe you've had some back and forth DM conversations. You built a relationship because that's what we need right now. We need to be able to build up the know, like, and trust factor. Relationship is our most powerful economy that we have. So don't think that this is going to work every day and just you're going to make sales today. You might, absolutely. But if you're not, don't rush the process. You just want to make sure that you're doing everything with your brand and your content strategy and your lead gen that's going to lead up to this. So step 1, you're going to qualify before you pitch. So one of the mistakes people make is they'll send people to the link in bio. They'll include the link in the comments. They'll include the link in their stories. And they're just sending out links. And they're thinking, oh, if I send out links, the more links I send out, the more, money I'm going to make. How's that working for you? You never want to send a link before qualifying, because if you don't qualify first and ask some questions, you're kind of signaling to the person that they're just a number, because everyone does that. So don't do that. So instead, this would look like you asking some questions about the thing that they have raised their hand for. So let's say you have a free guide and it is your productivity playbook and they put the word playbook in the comments. You do DM them. Don't just send them the playbook. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to ask some questions. Hey, I saw you commented playbook. I'm going to send that over. Tell me a little bit about where you're at when it comes to productivity. Are you new to all of this? Are you looking for some new strategies? So now we can kind of see where this person's at and get a little glimpse into what's going on, why they even raised their hand in the first place. Step 2, we're going to lead with value. This would be the playbook, okay? So we want to give a win, an insight, a little bit of feedback. If I'm talking to somebody in Messenger, and let's say maybe they're interacting with one of our free bootcamps and they're looking at coming into one of our programs, I don't just DM them and say, hey, here's the link to sign up. Can't wait to see you in the program. I'll say to them, tell me what's going on. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm just really struggling with getting brand clarity. I feel like I'm all over the place. I'll look at their social media and I'll give them a win. I'm like, you know what? First off, you need to change your cover. It's really pixelated, and no offense, but nobody cares about your flowers in your garden. Like, that's literally something I would say to somebody. And what you want to do instead is this. Okay. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, I'm giving them free coaching. I'm showing them what it looks like to work with me. Never be afraid of giving away too much. Okay. And if you have just as much value in your offers than you do with your free value, you can't lose. Okay. You'll have people stay with you for years and years and years, like we do as well. So you're going to lead with value. Okay. Step 3, you're going to make the offer simple and specific. So this is going to be where you're really talking about the outcome they're going to get, the result they're going to get. The mistake that entrepreneurs make, especially if you're newer at this, is you're listing out all the features. So you say to them, yeah, if you come into this course, there's 7,500 million hours of video and right? They don't care. Okay. They do not care. They are not short on content. What will matter to them is if you say, when you come into this program, I'm going to teach you a daily method that I've personally been using 30 minutes a day. And I've been able to build a six-figure business in 30 minutes a day while working full time. And I'm going to teach you that blueprint. That's tangible. Okay. So let's go back to our pretend conversation of the productivity playbook. So we have somebody who raises their hand, playbook, and we reach out and we say, hey, I saw you wanted the productivity playbook. I'm going to send that over. Tell me a little bit about what's going on. Are you new to learning more, developing your productivity skills? Are you looking for some new strategies? And the person says, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm building a side hustle. I work full time and I'm just really overwhelmed. I don't even know where to begin. And I feel like I'm just all over the place. Okay, this person's newer and they need some help. You happen to have a course on productivity and time management and building a business in the nooks and crannies of their day. So what you would do is say, great, here's the productivity playbook. I want you to start with that. This is going to help you start the process of time blocking and then learning how to identify the money-making activities in your business and incorporating those. Great starting point. So here's that. Now, I know it's obviously just a guide, so it's only going to get you so far. Sounds to me like you're really ready to just really get this business going from what I can tell. So if that's the case, I actually have a program or I have a course. I have a course. It's how to build a six-figure side hustle in 30 minutes a day or an hour in a day. This is exactly what I did to build my business to six figures while working full time. I was able to quit my job 6 months later, and I've been doing this ever since. Would that course be helpful to you? Would you like to check that out? Okay. So you're going to make the offer simple and specific, and you're going to talk about the outcome. Hey, Goal Digger, I want to let you know we have a brand new boot camp coming up. It is Brand Like a Boss. I'm going to teach you in 9 days what it took me over a decade to learn as I built this company to a $10 million company. And we've done all of it through social media. So we're going to teach you how to build out your personal brand, how to develop your content pillars, how to really target your audience with your messaging, generating leads from your content and closing sales in the DM. So inside of this boot camp, we're going to teach you that and more. You're going to have access to the replays during the 9 days. You're going to get a workbook. We're going to have bonus training, all the things and more. So click the button below this video to register and I'll see you there. Step 4, you're going to ask for the sale clearly. So when the person says, sure, I'd like to take a look at that, or I think that would be helpful, send over the course and say, all right, here's the course. There's some, there's a little video on the page I just sent you if you want to see what's in it. This is going to help you accomplish XYZ. I know your goal is ABC. This is going to help you accomplish XYZ. If you were able to get that result in the course, would you like to go ahead and enroll? Now, with this step, you might want to give them the course link and give them that day or the next day, follow up the next day so they have a chance to look at it. And then you would affirm that. Okay. And then step 5, you're going to follow up like a pro. The truth is that some will, some won't, so what? But most people don't say yes right away because they didn't know you had a course. They didn't even realize it was really a problem for them until you put that post up and they saw you had a productivity playbook and they realized, gosh, I am struggling with my productivity. Maybe this could help me. Often they don't even realize that this is an issue. Okay. It's subconscious. So this is all a new concept for them often. They're at the beginning stages of realizing they have a problem, or that they're ready to dig in and to solve this problem. And if somebody is more comfortable with the pain and the pain isn't big enough, or they don't see the value, they're not going to change. So there's this whole process of behavior change. I've gotten certifications in this field. So that might not feel that way to you when you're talking to somebody. So don't take it as rejection. Just know it's part of the process. Follow-up is key, and this is the area that entrepreneurs really struggle with. So if you look on this channel, you'll see other tutorials on lead tracking and things that you can use. We love teaching Trello. You can use that to actually keep track of a conversation like this and move them through the process. Plan on following up every other week with your best leads. I recommend having a minimum of 25 top leads. Ideally, I'd like to see you at 100. So if you reach out to them every other week, that comes down to 50 touches a week, 10 follow-ups a day. Totally reasonable, right? Totally doable no matter how busy you are. If you did that and were consistent with it, your life could absolutely change, okay? So As a reminder, below this episode, we have the daily lead flow formula so you can learn how to generate leads to have these kind of conversations we just talked about. And also the ultimate brand mastery toolkit. It's everything that you need to get your brand going. You absolutely want to get your hands on that and be on the lookout because we do have a brand like a boss bootcamp coming up. If this was helpful, subscribe, hit that button so you don't miss any episodes. Browse the channel so you can dig into other strategies that are working today on social media, and shoot me a DM. Say hello on Instagram at the Goal Digger Girl and just say, hey, Kimberly, heard the episode and I'd love to, I wanted to let you know I heard it and this is what I'm doing to implement this and I'm getting results. I'd love to celebrate with you. Thanks for being on. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire.